Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 9. Today's name we are reflecting on is Al-Qarīb, the ever near. Today's dua: O Allah, remind me that you are near, even when I feel distant, distracted, or tired. Today's hasana: turn to Allah first, before turning to distraction. There is something deeply comforting about this name. Al-Qarīb, the one who is near. Not occasionally near, not near just when we're strong, but near always. There are moments in Ramadan and in life where we don't feel spiritually high. We feel tired, distracted, mentally scattered, emotionally challenged, emotionally heavy. And in those moments, it can feel as we are far from focus, far from devotion, far from clarity. But Al-Qarīb reminds us that even when we feel distant, Allah is not distant. Nearness is not dependent on our emotional state. It is not dependent on how productive we are today. It is not dependent on how focused we felt in our prayer. He is near even when our hearts are unfocused. He is near even when our energy feels low. And sometimes the only thing we need is to be reminded of that nearness. Today's dua is very honest. Remind me that you are near, even when I feel distant, distracted, or tired. There is so much gentleness in that prayer. It acknowledges that we will feel tired, that we will feel distracted, that we will have days where our focus is not what we want it to be. But instead of shaming ourselves, we simply ask to be reminded that closeness does not disappear just because we're human. Sometimes the most powerful act of faith is not doing more, but to remember. Today's hasana is simple, but very transformative. Turn to Allah before you turn to any distraction. When something feels uncomfortable, what do we reach for? Our phone? Noise? Scrolling? Conversation? Anything that numbs that discomfort. Distraction is easy. It's immediate. It gives quick relief. But what would it look like if we pause for a few seconds and turn to Allah instead? Before opening any app, before filling silence, before escaping the feeling, to whisper, Ya Allah, to take one breath, to make one small dua. That tiny turn changes something internally. It shifts the distraction of the heart. It says, before I run outwards, I return inward. Al-Qarīb is not only near in prayer, he is near in ordinary moments. When you are washing dishes, when you are walking somewhere, when you are sitting in silence. Nearness doesn't require perfect conditions. It doesn't require long rituals. Sometimes it's just the awareness. Awareness that you are not alone in your tiredness, not alone in your confusion, and not alone in your efforts. That awareness softens the day. There are days when we don't feel good enough, not consistent enough, not disciplined enough, not focused enough. And those are often the days where distraction feels the most appealing. But perhaps those are the exact moments where the invitation of Al-Qarīb is the strongest. Not to withdraw, not to assume distance, but to gently return. Even if that return is small, even if it's only one sentence, even if it's only in quiet acknowledgement. Allah, I know that you are near. When we truly internalize that Allah is near. Our relationship with Him becomes less formal and more intimate. Our dua becomes more natural. Remembrance becomes softer. We stop thinking of closeness as something to achieve and begin seeing it as something to notice. Nearness is already there. We just need to turn toward it. May Al-Qarīb reminds us that we are never truly distant. May we learn to turn to Him first, before any distraction. May our tired days be still days of nearness. May our distracted days still hold return. And may we carry this gentleness, and may we carry this awareness gently into the rest of our days. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 10.